Our top story this morning, fire rips through a Billings business, forcing firefighters to battle the blaze in below zero temps. The fire broke out at Billings Bronze just after 10 o'clock last night. They remained on scene throughout the night, putting out hot spots and monitoring the scene. Fire Marshal Mike Speeney said last night's extreme cold created some extra challenges for the crew. No one was inside of the building when the fire broke out and no injuries have been reported. Fire officials have confirmed the building received extensive damage, but an estimation on the total loss is not available. Fire investigators will return to the scene at 9 o'clock this morning and try to figure out where the fire started and what ignited the flames. Billings Bronze, located at 122 North 12th Street, has been in business for close to 30 years. They cast bronze pieces for local artists and artists from around the world. Turning to the other big news of the morning, cold weather. And that cold weather is changing some things up for area schools. Public schools in Sheridan, Wyoming are not in session today. Lame Deer Public Schools, along with Harlowton Public Schools, are also closed. There will be no school buses or activities for St. Labray, Pretty Eagle, and St. Charles Mission. As for late starts, Hardin School District bus routes and school will start 2 hours late this morning. Roberts School will start at 10 with buses running 2 hours later than normal. Billings School District 2 will continue running on alternate bus routes today, and parents should expect delays. Superintendent Terry Bauk is asking parents to stay with children until the bus arrives. In this morning's national headlines, as funeral services started taking place for those killed in Parkland, Florida high school shooting, many students spent the weekend trying to make sure such a massacre never happens again. They say they're pushing to do what adults have been so far unable to do, convince lawmakers to tighten gun control laws. CBS's Hinadoba has more.
Students who survived last week's Florida shooting are planning more rallies today after holding demonstrations all weekend. In their sights, gun control.
I've cried a lot, and it's turned into anger as in motivation to actually do something.
2 nationwide protests are now being planned. The first by the Women's March, which is helping to organize a national school walkout on March 14th. It'll be a 17-minute event. 1 minute for each person killed in the attack.
Our children need more than our prayers, need more than our, well, let's see what happens. They need our actions.
And students from the Parkland, Florida high school where the shooting occurred are pushing for a day of protest on March 24th to send a message to lawmakers on Capitol Hill. The event will be called the March of Our Lives.
Your job is to protect us, and our blood is on your hands.
Lawmakers took to the Sunday morning political shows to support their stances.
If you only look at the instrumentality and you don't look at the person who's pulling the trigger, then I think you're doing a disservice to everyone who wants to see an end to killings.
Republicans are going to have to say that it's more important to protect the children of this country than to antagonize the NRA. Are they prepared to do that? I surely hope they are.
Student activists from Parkland say this week they plan to travel to the state capitol to deliver petitions calling for a ban on assault weapons. Hanadoba, CBS News.
And in the wake of the shooting, President Trump has spoken primarily about the issue of mental health. He has steered clear, though, of the gun control debate. On to local crime news now. The owner of a Billings phone business burglarized last week wants to warn people about the risks of buying stolen cell phones. This surveillance video at Eye Doctor on South 24th Street West shows the burglary early Friday morning. The thief broke in and took 14 phones worth close to $3,200. The store owner says police are investigating, and he has already seen these phones for sale on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, LetGo, and other online sources. He has reported the phones stolen, so they will not work. There's a checklist to make sure you're not buying a stolen phone.
The primary ones are check the ESN, make sure it's not iCloud locked, and we always check for water damage. If you see a really, really great deal on an iPhone, just understand that it may be too good to be true.
And he also suggests meeting the seller of the phone at his business, the Eye Doctor, and he will check if it's stolen for free. In Flathead County, multiple search and rescue teams are actively looking for a skier who is missing near Big Mountain. Flathead County Sheriff Chuck Curry says they received a call Saturday at 2:30 reporting a missing skier after he did not return from a backcountry excursion. The man was skiing alone and out of boundaries on a backcountry trail. Initially, North Valley Search and Rescue was active until 3 p.m. Saturday, and Flathead Search and Rescue joined in Sunday morning, but Curry says weather conditions made it challenging.
As you can imagine, the weather conditions have made this search pretty challenging for us. We were able to get the Tuba Air Rescue helicopter up for a few hours today, but the conditions are pretty extreme up there between the lack of visibility, blowing snow, high wind.
Curry says they have identified the man but are not releasing his name. He is an experienced backcountry skier. In other news, researchers in England have found good eye contact between a parent and baby may go beyond just bonding. CBS's Terry Okita has a story from London.
Researchers at Cambridge University fitted Helen Harrison and her 8-month-old baby Anya with special caps to measure their brain activity. Then they had Helen look directly at Anya while singing.
On the bus go round and round, round and...
The mother then continued to sing but looked away. The study found that during direct eye contact, adult and baby brainwaves began to synchronize. When their eyes wandered, the brain activity didn't match up as well.
We think that this is to do with their ability to detect gaze as a cue for readiness to communicate and readiness to engage.
Round and round, round and round.
Scientists also had babies watch a video of a researcher looking straight ahead, then away, with similar results. The infants vocalized more, and their brainwaves matched those of the researcher when their eyes locked. The findings provide more insight into how babies can connect, learn, speak, and listen.
That it might be the case that direct eye contact between infants and caregivers stimulates communicative development and language development.
And on that farm he had
36 parents and babies took part in this study. Ultimately, researchers say, gazing at your baby can help get the two of you in sync. Terry Okita, CBS News, London.